Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99 back on the fight front once again. Just wanted to go back and talk about a fight that took place on Sunday on the ESPN UFC card between Cynthia Cavillo and Cortney Casey. This was a good fight. You know, Cortney Casey, she's always a strong opponent. She's always a strong test for fighters. And Cynthia Cavillo, like I told you before, I'm a fan of her. She's always been like a good, well-rounded fighter that's been coming up the ranks. And this fight here just moved her up to number 10, man, now that she got a unanimous decision over Cortney Casey. Now, I know a lot of people felt that this fight was close. It was competitive, but not close. I really felt like it was 2-1. I think that Cynthia did enough to take the first 2 rounds. And I think she just showed overall the better activity in the fight. That's definitely not counting out Cortney Casey, because I really feel like Cortney Casey, like I said, if you fall asleep on her, she can win. She's definitely like a good fighter to give a lot of these up and comers a good test. But let's just go back and look at the fight real quick, man. Round 1, Cynthia, she started off nicely with her movement, and that's something I always liked about her, was her movement. She's just not moving straight back. She's really using angles. She really knows how to use her footwork, and she was looking to counter Cortney as Cortney was coming forward trying to apply that pressure, because she is the bigger fighter and bigger, stronger fighter. And Cynthia, she was just using some good movement in this fight, establishing a good jab early for finding range and getting in some good leg kicks. Her leg kicks are always something I always said that she was good at. Getting those little check kicks in to the front leg of Cortney. Cortney looking to keep it close. She was trying to keep it close and land some bombs, but off the fence, she kind of backed Cynthia up, but Cynthia kind of bounced off, and she kind of went in for a takedown. But Cortney, Cortney, that's something good about her takedown defense. She has really good takedown defense, and when she went in for the takedown, Cortney wasn't moving. That's how strong she is. So real quick thinking on her feet, Cynthia went in and just landed a big knee and a big right hand, and went right back to her feet. Cavillo, like I said, she's really good at keeping it on the outside, landing good leg kicks and jabs throughout the round. Even Cortney, she was trying to get some shots off, but Cynthia, she knows how to fight her way out of it. Most of the time, towards the end of the round, Cortney was just kind of waiting for the openings and getting off 1 or 2 shots, while Cynthia was landing more in the exchanges. She was getting off more shots, just switching up levels, from the outside, going to the head, to the body with the jab, and setting up the right hand off the jab. Footwork of Cynthia, like I said, it's just something really good, really outstanding for the strawweight division. I think she has some of the best footwork I've seen in the strawweight division right now. She's able to kind of move around, and she was just making Cortney Casey have to reset a lot and try to figure out what she was going to do next, just because every time she would kind of stick and move, just like a boxer. Just boxing nicely, man. And that was just a round I had to give to Cynthia off of all that work she was doing in the activity. I don't really care what the commentators were saying. They were making the round seem like it was closer than it was, but I had to give that one to Cynthia hands down. Second round, Cynthia, she started landing some good leg kicks early. Every time Cortney kind of stepped in her range, the jab was touching her. She was going to the body and to the head again, keeping Casey off. I was just enjoying how Cynthia was just really not just striking. Again, she was just boxing. She was boxing and moving and just setting up the right hand again, moving out of range. And with a good feint, she was able to go for a takedown just to kind of show her levels, Like 1 minute, she's boxing, then she kind of feints you into going for a takedown. But again, she got Casey's back to the fence, but like I said, Casey's takedown defense is really solid. Not much came of it. Like I said, Casey, she's really grounded with her balance, and she's strong. She definitely proved to be the stronger fighter in this one. So when nothing came of it, back to the center of the octagon for Cynthia, and she was back to jabbing. Casey, I'd say she landed like maybe 1 or 2 big shots at a time again, but again, it was just the activity of Cynthia that kept her busy. It wasn't until like the closing minute of that round when I would say that Casey started to come on a little bit stronger, because I felt like Cynthia was still landing the better strikes. But towards that end of the round, I really felt like there's a few good leg kicks that started picking up for Cortney Casey. Cortney started landing them a little bit more and started taking Cynthia off her rhythm towards the end of the round. But still another round I had to get Cynthia Cavillo. Last round, Casey started, right where she left off, which was smart. She started right where she left off with the leg kicks. Now, instead of trying to land strikes, because these are the shots that were really doing damage, she just started going to the legs. She started really, hitting with them leg kicks to Cynthia and kind of slowing her down a little bit. And there was a point whenever Cavillo, she got into a clinch, she tried to get a takedown again, but Casey was just too strong, man. She was able to fend off another takedown. Right after that clinch, Casey landed a big leg kick that looked like it did hurt Cynthia, but Cynthia just went right back to moving. You could kind of see the hurt in a little bit, but she went right back to being showing the grit. She kind of went back to moving, trying to figure Casey out now, which was crazy because Cortney Casey was getting into a rhythm, just kind of going for those leg kicks, definitely taking Cynthia off her game a little bit, but she just kept moving, trying to find that opening. But Casey, I definitely say she took this round. She definitely landed the better, cleaner leg kicks, the strikes towards the end too. She started landing some bombs as she was getting in closer. Last minute of the round, Cynthia, she landed a couple big right hands, but I still have to give the round to Casey because I think she controlled it better with the switch up. When she started landing bigger leg kicks. Really good end to the fight. They exchanged some bombs, like at the last 10 seconds of the round, but I have to give this one to Cortney Casey, the last round. So 2 rounds to 1 all together. It was a good competitive fight, but I think Cynthia won the first 2 rounds easy. Casey, she started catching up to her at the end of the round, in the round 2, finding that rhythm. But, that was at the end of the round, and I already had, Cynthia winning round 1 and the majority of round 2. But she definitely took round 3, so we never know what could happen if that was if it was a 5-round fight, But that's the thing, these are 3-round fights. You got to pick it up. You got to make those adjustments early. But I felt like Cynthia was just much more busier, landed better strikes and kicks in the first half of the fight. So I had to give it to her, man. Again, shout out to Cortney Casey. She definitely put up a good fight, and definitely can't count her out. She's 8-7 now, but I say she's definitely one of the toughest in the strawweight division, man. But moving forward for Cynthia Cavillo, man, at the end of the fight, she called out the number 5 fighter, one of my favorites. Well, actually number 3 now, right? Tatiana Suarez. She said, now she's moving up. She wants to fight a top 5 fighter and let that fight be a title eliminator, which could be a good idea, man, because I'm a fan of both of these girls. But, Tatiana Suarez, she a beast, man. And that's definitely a fight that I probably have to lean towards Suarez at the moment right now, just off of what I've seen. I've been watching her a little bit longer and, analyzing her a little bit more. But Cynthia Cavillo, she's a well-rounded fighter. We never know what could happen, but definitely a fight I'm looking forward to, if Tatiana Suarez wants it. But I think Suarez is kind of looking for a title shot right now. So we'll see, man. But if that fight happens, man, hey, it's definitely one I want to see. I might have to talk about that next. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this one. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought of this fight. Make sure y'all subscribe here. Combo Breaking 99. I'm out. Peace.